Alrighty, so I just wanted to give a little bit of instruction about how to play and work a Pachinko machine. And so it's pretty simple. You have balls that you play here, and as you get through the pockets, you will win more balls. Balls that don't quite go all around will drop down another way. So I'm just going to go on and then go through. You just kind of flip the handle and you adjust. So I got a winner, and balls came out. It went into this pocket up here, and then you see that that closed. And so I've got to trigger something else to get that to reopen again.
Do it again?
Well, I don't know. I got lucky there. Oh, there you go. How about that? Ready? There's another win.
Awesome.
Yep, awesome. So that's how you know. But if you'll notice, that light came on. It's flashing. All right, that's saying, hey, we got a problem.
You have a problem.
Yeah, so come on around the back and we'll show you what it is. The problem is that with those two wins, I managed to empty the hopper enough so that it says, I am out of balls. So, the way that you fix that is you have to take your balls.
One ball.
Well, there's one ball down there because I just started playing. But that's normally where the balls would wind up going. And so I would take enough balls and you put them up in the top section. Try not to drop them, because I don't know where that one went. I did drop one, and so the light went out, as you can see. So there's enough weight in that. So this is the switch for that. You can wiggle it, and there, see, it goes that way. The other switch you'll get is when you get a jackpot, or not, the other light that you get is when you get a jackpot. This switch, whenever it goes up and down, it'll flip and kick that light on. One of the problems, and you'll probably have to zoom in a bit on this, every now and then you have a lever in here that's gravity based. Here, I'll take this. And let's see if we can see that. What I'll do is I will push it up. Okay, well, it is pushed up now, but sometimes that lever, instead of being like this, will drop like that. And that kind of blocks the balls and they'll back up in the machine. So if you start having problems such as it doesn't pay out when you expect it to, then come around to the back into this area and there's a little reset. And so you would push that up and that would pivot it up. And so a ball should fall in, it'll fall down. So you may have to do this to clear the machine out enough times that you clear all the balls and everything's back to normal. But that's really about the only problems that I would see. While you're back here, whenever you're not using the machine, you can turn this off. I've just got a little battery pack. You flip it off and that'll turn the light off. That way you don't lose your battery. But when you're playing, just turn it on and that way you'll get the lights the way you should. But that's really all the electronics that you have on these machines. So I'm gonna play a couple other things. It is pretty common, sometimes if your balls aren't flipping up, you could have a little jam in this area. Okay, that's one thing. Also, once you get that empty light, you're allowed to play a few more balls and then it's gonna block balls from going in here where you'll no longer be able to shoot because it's saying, no, you're empty now. I don't have enough to pay out, so it shuts play down. Man, I'm getting good at this. That's another win. So if you fill it and you still have problems with it, check a jam there. See, whenever you don't flip it hard enough, it falls back and comes out the bottom. There you go. Oh, you won. Yep. Might want to put a sponge in the bottom. Anyway, so it's flashing, so I know I'm out of balls again. I wanted to show you one more thing, and if you want to play with it, show people how jackpot wins, and you can't do it by doing this, maybe you're not skilled enough, haven't had enough practice, or just having bad luck, what you can do, come around the other side. In order to open the front door, you have this little lever. You push it up, okay, and that allows you to just kind of grab and pull this out and open. And at that point, you can take and you can drop the ball in. And you get more balls.
Where did you put it?
You put it in any of the pockets. These are pockets.
Right there, just like that.
Yep.
I see.
And then it goes through, and there it goes.
Oh.
Yep. You may run into other problems. Maybe balls get jammed. Another thing that you can open up to inspect on these machines is you kind of hold this and you, I think, push down. And that allows you to open this a little bit. This little guy here. Okay. Yeah, I've got too many balls. And so what you'll see, it was just kind of dumping out. See how I now have balls down in this area? And so I've got to clean these balls out. I should not have done that. But, you know, it's another thing to check if you've got having problems with the machine. Get that out of there. Okay, so now...
Now the ball is everywhere in the house.
Yeah, everywhere in the house. We'll have to pick these up.
Okay.
That's for sure. Okay. And so it's been empty long enough. This here slide is in play now. That's blocking the balls from coming in, saying, okay, you can't, once you empty what's in here, you're done. You can't play anymore. You have to fill it in order to get it going. Push down again, close it up.
Where's the push?
Right here. This little guy right here.
Oh, that one.
Yep. Push. Okay. All right. Make sure it's locked in. You close the door. You can just kind of push. I like to push firmly, top and bottom, and that closes it up. And you're good to go. You get to keep playing. Oh, that's right. We're empty. Oh, yeah. And so I will put a few more balls. Well, it's actually going to need a lot more balls at the top. Again, you refill the top. The other thing is, once you've been playing a while and you haven't won, got this down here, it's Velcroed, your balls go through the machine and they usually come out in this area, or if you have a winner, it comes out on this side. So you kind of have a piece of Velcro there underneath, set it there, that way it'll catch that. If you put a sponge or a rag in there, it'll be a little bit quieter. But whenever this thing gets full or you get empty, come up, flip it over, dump it in. Okay, and if you didn't win all like we did, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here. Let's see, one other trick. This here. That allows the, it's a lot easier to collect it out of the bottom. And so what it does is it allows them to drain to the bottom. And then here, let me see. I'm just looking. Okay, yeah, this one doesn't have. Some machines will have like a little lever or something here that allow it to just dump into the tray. This machine doesn't, so I'll just quickly reach in here, fill it up just so I can come around and all right, so now my top tray is full. I should be able to start playing again here in a minute. Put that back, away it goes. And we get some more balls ready to play. So the idea is you would go into these Pachinko parlors in Japan and you would buy a certain amount of, you could buy your balls and you start playing and you try to win balls. Gambling was illegal. Here we go. Gambling was illegal, so you couldn't turn the balls back in for money there. You'd have to go next door or around the corner, and they would then buy your fluffy animal or whatever you traded the balls in for before to get around the gambling laws. And so that is the basic premise of a Pachinko machine. That's about all that I can think of. If you smoke, you do have an ashtray. You can empty it out of here. It seems like they all have them, but you don't see that too often. I'm trying to think if there's anything else you need to be worried about. I think that's it. So we're gonna say bye-bye for now.